Yes, sir.
What time city council meeting?
6 o'clock.
Let's do it after that. I want Ramirez there.
So I want everybody to get this straight, okay? I love Sons of Anarchy. I think it is in my top 5 all-time TV shows. I mean, it beats out Breaking Bad, honestly. I love Breaking Bad, but I think Sons of Anarchy every season was just I rewatched it how many times at this point? It's been a while since I rewatched it, but I have loved Sons of Anarchy for a very, very long time. I love Jax Teller. I love Gemma. She's just the quintessential evil woman you love to hate. But of course, Katie Seagal is a sweetheart. Kurt Sutter has made a fantastic, fantastic show that will go down in history. But the question that I had for everybody, or pretty much what I wanted to address, was how would have I handled it? How would I have handled the finale and leading up to maybe spin-offs or prequels if I was Kurt Sutter? So I'm going to let you guys know right now, a lot of people hated that ending. A lot of people were turned off by Jax biting the dust, making that self-sacrifice. But honestly, I thought it was great. I honestly thought the season finale was everything I thought it was going to be, and I didn't think Jax was going to live on happily ever after at the end of these seasons. He's a tragic anti-hero. He's a tragic character who just went too far down the rabbit's hole to darkness. So, but would have I handled anything differently for the season finale? Well, first of all, I wanted Chips to be president, and he was president. I thought that was absolutely awesome. The only thing I think I would have changed was the vice president. I think I would have gave it to Happy. Happy is such a loyal member, and he may not speak very much. He definitely gets the job done. So I definitely would have gave the vice president to Happy. Now, the interesting... Oh, and I would have probably changed the way the death was shot with Jax and the police right behind him. I mean, it really looked like they weren't really hauling ass to get Jax. I mean, I think I would have done some directional changes for that finale. But overall, I think the finale is good what it is. I'm not one of those people that absolutely just got turned off by it. I didn't think it just ruined the whole series for me. I thought it actually just really put a bow tie on it. I mean, I could just think of one other one that really is the same kind of deal, and that's the Naruto series. Except Naruto, of course, is doing spin-offs and all that stuff. However, the one scene particular that I really got invested in was the scene where Abel has the rings, I think the sun's ring, and of course Wendy and Nero are taking Abel and Thomas out of Charming. They want Jack. That's Jack's wishes. That's what he wanted. He didn't want his sons to lead the same life he had. So that particular scene was really something. I mean, of course, Abel's gonna want to know what happened to his dad. He's going to want to know what happened leading up to his dad's death. And I would assume the same for Thomas, even though Thomas is much younger. But that scene, when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, there's absolutely can be a spin-off. But they can make it such a tragic tale between two brothers against each other. Now, hear me out. I know I'll be doing another video talking about the actual spin-off and the actual prequel that is headed up for FX and Kurt Sutter, who he's doing the first 9, and he's also doing the Mayan spin-off, which I'm actually looking forward to. But this video, I really wanted to talk about my own spin-off and overall where I thought they were headed to, or they could head to, and they still can do it. So, like I said, Abel and Thomas, I was assumed that Wendy would tell him everything about what Jax's the life he lived, the tragedy that happened to Jax, how much he changed over a lot of deaths, all over a lot of situations, who changed them, the the club, the MC. I'm pretty sure the MC wants to still be in Jax's kid's life and maybe send them, maybe go visit them. Like I would think Chips would want to go visit the kids, or just overall, the club just wanting to make sure that they're doing fine and want to know what's going on. So, of course, the club is still going to be dirty. As much as Jax tries to take the club to the good routes, the safe routes, the legitimate routes, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen with the Sons. The Sons have their hands are way too dirty for them to change, and I think that goes for Jax's character himself, where he wanted to change and he had a chance to change and he had a chance to leave the life, but it always called back to him, and he was always put in situations where he had to get his hands dirty. And I think the Sons MC is the same way. Now, talking about the spinoff, I think the spinoff the two leads has to be Abel and it has to be Thomas. And I think they're going to inherit of course, it's a Teller MC. It's a Teller MC, even though Jax was voted for Mayhem. That baffles me too. That's the other thing I would change for the finale was the Mayhem. I mean, this is the guy, and his father is the one that created this MC, and now everybody's voting him to death. That makes absolutely no sense. He is, if anything, he would be betrayed. He would be killed. But the crown prince, or at that point the king, is not going to be voted to death. I mean, there's going to be a revolt before he's dead. But so going back to the matter at hand, I think Abel and I think Thomas would take over the MC, and I think Abel would be more of the heated. I mean, because we've seen this kid and how he's somewhat grew up. He's doing a lot of things that kids shouldn't be doing when we saw him in the series. So I really do think that he would have a hot head, that he would be the Jax Teller that had to get his hands dirty, while Thomas would be the Jax Teller that was a kind of a hippie, kind of wanted to lead the MC to the greater cause than the downstruct and this lifestyle. So what I wanted to see was these two brothers actually in the MC, but one brother trying to lead the MC to a better place, while the other brother is agreeing, but he's doing some shady stuff. So it'd be brother against brother. It's tragic. I mean, I don't think a lot of people would want to see Jax Teller's sons, after all he sacrificed, go against each other. But that's the beauty of the spinoff that I believe would work, because Thomas would want Abel to come with him. He would want to try to change him no matter what. And the one thing I really focus on is like a Full Metal Alchemist. I'm going to anime, but like a Full Metal Alchemist type of situation where it's really about these brothers. It's really this one brother trying to cleanse the MC, while the other brother is trying to do the same thing but in his own way. I mean, you could also, the typical is one brother being a cop and the other brother leading the MC. You could do that scenario as well. But what I really love is the fact that how about both of them being the MC and both of them really just fighting amongst each other, but they would never betray each other. They always trust each other, and they would never try to kill each other. That's the beauty of these two brothers, as even though they have different ideals leading the MC to different ways that they want it to go, they're still fighting for the MC to still live on and have their dad's memory still go on as well. Let's just say they're not even president. Maybe one of them, maybe they're not even vice president. Maybe it's the younger days and Chips is still president, and you know, they're really trying to fight their way. They're really trying to prove their way to be the president, to be the one that controls the MC. So that's what I think the first kind of like 2 seasons would be about, or 3 seasons would be about Abel and Thomas trying to get their way, get the MC, bring the MC, have the MC, and move the MC the way they want it to go. So that's my spinoff. That's exactly what I would like to see, is these two brothers growing up, finding out about their dad, going back to Charming. I'm sorry, they have to go back to Charming in order for this spinoff to work. And one brother trying to do it the legitimate way, while the other one kind of trying to do the same, but dirtying his hands a little bit more, going doing different kind of scenarios and situations that maybe Thomas wouldn't agree. Or maybe it'll be switched around. Maybe Thomas is the one and Abel is the other, where he says that's not the way to go. Either way, I would love to see the brothers spin-off. I would love to see the Teller brothers move forward, see where they're at, and see if they would go back to Charming and would try to take over the MC and try to do what their father could and make the MC legitimate. So, because I would really think that even though Chibs is president, I don't think this MC it's just stained with too much blood for it to be legitimate. I think you need the chosen one, so to speak, of a Teller brother. But I'm looking forward to Kurt Sutter spinoff. I mean, I think the Mayans are a great group. I think they're a very interesting group. I really am looking forward to see where that heads, where that's going, and I'm absolutely excited for him really wanting to. He's pushing, and I'm hearing that it's going to happen around maybe like 2017 for the first 9, the prequel of the Sons of Anarchy series. So can't wait. Thank you guys for listening. I am Dan American Daniel's son. You can always find more of my videos on YouTube. Go check them out. Go check out my Game of Thrones Jon Snow King in the North video. I really am proud of that little video I just did, even though I probably could have edited it a little bit better, but overall it's good. So thank you, and you guys have a good one.